Hello and welcome to Bitsbox World, Builds Made Easy. Welcome back as I continue to get my Snotling pump wagon all sorted and ready for my old world battles. And I've undercoated the pump wagon and the Snotlings in black, just sprayed black, and I'm going to use this Administratum grey to just do a bit of a dry brush over on the pump wagon, but also the Snotlings, and then go on to a white dry brush over the top of that as well. As I'm using some inks to paint this, it's really nice when you're just picking out to get that detail. So there's the grey all done, looking quite good to start off with. And I love how it does just pick out that definition when you're doing your dry brushing. I bought these dry brushing paints and they really have been a game changer for me. They're getting a bit chuffed up because I've used them on pretty much everything since I got them, but they are really getting a bit chuffed up now. But I really like how this dry brushing effect works, and then using a bit of white scar as well just to pick out the very edges on the pump wagon and also the Snotlings as well. Both Citadel paints, and yeah, it's starting to look ready for getting some ink on there. And I got some inks from Green Stuff World, and I'm going to use some skeleton brown for the wood on the pump wagon. I really like how this comes across, and I've really been getting into inks of late because the way that it works, I really love how it just pulls in those deeper recess areas and really does the whole sort of highlighting effect just in one bottle really. And if you want to speed paint your, what should we say, your grey pile of shame like I've got, this is a really good quick solution. And I've really started to get into using inks and contrast paints just to speed up my painting that's been sat around for years and years unpainted in a box. And these pump wagons actually, they're part of the orcs and goblin tribes that's been re-released for the old world, and it's given me so much nostalgia from when I started to play Warhammer Fantasy back in the day. And you can look at my build video of how I put this together. But they're actually metal models, which I haven't used or bought metal models for a long time. I've got a whole bunch that are unpainted of sort of high elves and other things like that. But yeah, really interesting to use metal again. Anyway, so with the metal on the pump wagon, what I've done is I used warp lock as the sort of undercoat. So that's sort of a really dark bronzy sort of metallic colour, and then I moved up into lead belcher, which was bolt gun, the colour bolt gun of old, and then went on to sort of the shining silver on the edges. For the ropes then, I'm going to use this red ink, and also on the face of the pump wagon as well. Might give that a bit of a wash with black afterwards after that's dried, because the red does come in quite thick, so have to move it around a lot so it doesn't pull in a bad way. But that's looking quite good to start off with. And looking at the rules for the pump wagon in the old world, so this is a special unit, and you can have 50% of your army being special units. So what I worked out, been doing a few 500 point games, and you could take seven of these in a 500 point army. Really cool. So I've been painting some orcs of late, and used this green, acid green. Really like this, looks really nice for the orcs. But what I thought was, with the Snotlings, as they're younger, as they're sort of early spawns, I wanted a really green. So I bought this one here, Green Ghost Dip. And I'm going to try it out, see what it looks like. Hopefully it's a really bright, lighter green than what I was using for the orcs, so you can see the separation between snotlings and orcs, and then I'll go for a different green with goblins, I guess, within my tribe. But this looks really quite nice. It actually comes out of the brightness that I was hoping, and I did go a little bit thicker with this, so it really pulled into those recesses well. And yeah, another green from Green Stuff Worlds that I'm really quite enjoying, really quite liking. So the pump wagon, as I was saying, you can get 7 in a 500 point army. Each pump wagon is 35 points. That is super cheap for a chariot. And as with orc and goblins, they're always a bit of fun as well. They don't go by the rank and file rules that you would see with like Empire or High Elves, something that I'm used to. But they they have this really funny rule with the pump wagon. It's called random movement. So if you had 7 of these in a 500 point army, they would just be randomly moving around the battlefield. I think that's quite a cool idea. And if you had another unit, maybe with some fanatics, you'd just have lots of random movement going around on the battlefield, causing mayhem, and could be interesting. I might do it at some point, and I'll show you the outcome of that. I just need to get my hands on 6 more 6 more snotling pump wagons, but they move 2d6 inches, and they do cause D3+1 impact hits if they hit stuff, and then they've got 6 guys on them as well. So you are looking at a bit of damage from these ones, and a bit of armor bane as well. So really looking forward to using these in my old world battles. So I went with a different brown on the snotlings for the wood. So a brown that I've used before with wood effects. Elfwood brown from Green Stuff World. And using the same red that I used on the pump wagon to bring in a bit of completeness with the pump wagon when they're riding on it. So it all brings everything in. And with my orc and goblins tribes army, what I'm going for is green and red, essentially, will be the colour themes. So these guys hopefully will fit in nicely with that. I also, with the mouths, I just did a bit of a black wash inside just to give a really nice depth into the mouth. So when painting the teeth, yeah, I could just pick that out with a bit of Screaming Skull. And then everybody's favourite, well, I say that through gritted teeth, painting eyes. We've all seen models that the eyes are just looking everywhere. But I think I did all right with these guys, and they're looking really good. Really like the dipping ink, and I've painted the metallic with some lead belcher and a bit of gold as well. And yeah, I think they're looking really nice. Now I just need to figure out how they fit on the pump wagon. So in the rules it says there's 6 crew, but you get 8 guys in the box, 8 little snotlings. So I decided to put them all on in various places, make them fit. And I think this is the same on the picture as well. When you look on the website, on Warhammer's website. And I think they look really cool. So this guy is hanging for dear life off the edge, but I've got a couple on the front, some on the back, some on the side, and they're looking really decent. I love this guy with the bone. He's looking awesome. And I really think it all comes together really quickly painted. This only took me an evening to finish, And I'm really happy with the outcome. This guy with the catapult, awesome. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video coming soon. Thanks for watching Bitsbox World, builds made easy.